I've been thinking a lot recently about whether or not you can actually think in another language. Like, really think in another language and not just like translate in your head. As someone who's been on and off learning new languages, I've noticed that speaking my own native language feels natural and almost like muscle memory. Like it just flows without much thought, if that makes sense. But with other languages, even after learning them for many years now, the thought process isn't as quick or automatic. It takes more effort. Like I have to translate mentally or hesitate before speaking, and it just doesn't come as instantly as with my mother tongue. So I started researching whether or not other people experience this too, and if there's actually a way to close this gap between learning a language and truly thinking in that language. The good news is that according to experts, it is possible to think in another language, but it does require a lot of practice. They say that in order to be able to think in another language, you need to reach an advanced level of proficiency. And even then, it takes a lot of practice to make it feel natural and effortless. Personally, I feel like I'm at an advanced level with some of my non-native languages, but I still find myself translating or hesitating sometimes when I try to speak them. I think it's because I haven't had enough practice or exposure to those languages. One thing that I've noticed is that when I'm around native speakers of the language, I tend to pick up their speech patterns and vocabulary much faster than when I'm learning on my own. This is because when you're around native speakers, you're constantly exposed to the language and you're forced to use it in context. You also get feedback from native speakers who can correct your mistakes and help you improve. Some experts also say that you have to be completely comfortable with the language in order to think in it. This means being able to understand native speakers without subtitles, having a wide vocabulary, and being able to use the language creatively. If you want to learn how to think in another language, I would suggest finding a language partner or taking lessons from a native speaker. You could also try watching videos or listening to music in the language you want to learn. Just remember that it takes a lot of practice to make it feel natural and effortless. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results immediately. Just keep practicing, and eventually you'll be able to think in that language. Does anyone else watching struggle with this? Can you think in your non-native language? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. And I'll see you next time.